All right, joined by Collin Morikawa. And Collin, when I think about the mental game, obviously there's so much positive stuff you do with Coach Rick. And what is it, the right attitude at this point in the majors you play? What do you feel is the right attitude, mindset to have as you enter a major week?
Just believing in yourself and being confident, going out there and knowing that you could do it. It's obviously nice to draw back on past experiences. You don't know what the week's going to unfold like, but for the majors and any tough big tournament, really any tournament, you just have to be mentally strong because there's other guys out there that'll lap you if you kind of give that away.
When I think of specific majors and tournaments, I think of the Masters coming up, and you played so well, gotten yourself into the final group last year at the Masters. What did that teach you about yourself, your resilience, or what kind of lessons did that teach you?
Yeah, I look back at a couple holes on 9 and 11 where I really gave some shots back, and for me it's just being in control and not being too greedy, and just like I said, being in control for the inside and the outside of myself. You really want to, out there at Augusta, you just can't miss it in certain spots, and I've just got to be a little bit mentally tougher,
When you say control on the mental side and the inside, is it like just processes you go through, just certain things that help? I'm talking with JJ through some things, like what will help you there?
It's just talking through the shot a little bit more and knowing my intentions. You can still hit bad shots, but you got to really make sure the intention is there. So.
And I was going to say too, like obviously we're going to Quail Hollow, of course, well for that major, the PGA Championship. What is it about that specific course that makes it a good PGA Championship test?
I think it's just a great golf course overall. From tee to green, I mean, it challenges very challenging tee shots. It plays pretty long, but then there's some scoreable holes. Par fives are sometimes gettable depending on the wind and the weather. You just can't let up on a golf course like that, and that's all you could ask for when you come to a major championship. And it's nice to have at least played some rounds there to where you're not going to be too surprised with anything.
You started playing a lot better in U.S. Opens over the last 2 years. Remember Torrey Pines and some of those. Oakmont, and how do you kind of look at your game matching up with Oakmont?
I know nothing about Oakmont, so we're going to find out when we get there and figure it out.
Is it refreshing, though, to kind of like have a clean slate?
Once in a while. Some courses that, like we've done this our entire lives, where you kind of show up and you figure out a golf course, so I'm not too worried. It's just, a little more prep when you're out there in the practice rounds.
Yeah, wrapping last two quick ones here. Portrush, what's kind of your familiarity there as a links course?
Same thing as Oakmont. Nothing. Obviously, Shane won there a handful of years ago. That year I turned pro, but I was not in the field, so I might watch a little bit of coverage just to kind of get a sense of it, but links golf is completely different, and every time I've gone out to a links golf course, each one is a little bit different, and you have to learn how to play that course. So that's what I'll do for that week.
And the last question, TGL, so far, do you feel it's met your expectations or exceeded, or what's kind of like your over expectation?
I think it's exceeded. I didn't really know how it was going to play out, especially on TV, and I think it's great, and I think it's great that the league is adapting. It's still going to continue to get better, I think, as guys just learn the system a little bit more, but we're having a blast. We're competitors, and we want to win it.
So I always appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, great to see you.
All right.